We respectfully acknowledge the island of Newfoundland as the ancestral homelands of the Mi'kmaq and Beothuk. We would also like to recognize the Inuit of Nunatsiavut and Nunatukavut and the Innu of Nitassinan and their ancestors as the original people of Labrador. We strive for respectful relationships with all the peoples of this province as we search for collective healing and true reconciliation and honor this beautiful land together.
And welcome to the 2021 NewFound Talent Competition. I'm your host, DC, and I'm so excited that this little event that we started with MusicNL so many years ago has led to the incredible careers of so many amazing singer-songwriting performers right here at home. From Brianna Goss and Kat McClevey right down the line, we are so excited to see who is going to become the next winner of the grand prize in our NewFound Talent competition cycle. Before we go any further, we want to throw it over to the Honorable John Abbott to give a welcome to everybody tuning in tonight.
As the Minister responsible for the community sector and MHA for the District of St. John's East Kitty Vidi, I am so pleased to see young musicians showcased through the NewFound Talent Contest. This is such a great opportunity for you as a young musician to develop and to gain experience as you seek a career in music. The contest will also help you to build connections with the community and even win great prizes. Music is such an incredibly important part of the history and heritage of communities throughout this province. From the traditional tunes and ballads of the past to the more contemporary songs of today, music is woven into the very fabric of who we are. It brings us together and provides a sense of community and belonging. We also have newcomers to the province who have brought music with them, adding to the diverse and cultural music scene in Newfoundland and Labrador. The importance of music in the lives and communities of Newfoundlanders and Labradorians cannot be overstated. It helps to share emotions, tell history, and to make connections to this land and to each other. Newfoundland and Labrador is home to many talented Indigenous singers and drummers with a long and rich relationship with music. Recently, I've had the pleasure to take in a variety of Indigenous music. In fact, the earliest evidence of music in the province is a bone flute found at a 7,500-year-old maritime archaic burial mound in Lansamore on the south coast of Labrador. Today, we have a magnificent array of talented musicians all throughout the province, many who have met national and international success. Perhaps the next success story will be a musician who is competing in this contest. It's now your time to come forward and showcase your talent so you too can contribute to your community, your culture, and our shared heritage. I would like to wish all 10 performers good luck, and I can't wait to hear your performances and to see what the future holds for all of you.
Thank you so much for all of your support. Now listen, let's talk about the big prizing and who's going to walk away with what tonight. And let's start off by thanking all of our generous sponsors. Here we go. First prize is the choice of either a branding or a website or a general campaign from me and my amazing team at DC Design House. Production and recording of a 2-song demo by Krisjan Leslie of LabOfChaos. Mixing and mastering of a 2-song demo by Hurricane Music. 50 complete retail-ready demo packages from Atlantic Disc and DVD. Music video shoot with the amazing Tom Cochrane photo. Consultation with an artist manager from Laughing Heart Music. One-on-one project mentorship session from Citadel House Records. Professional photo shoot from Ritche Perez Photography. Long and McQuade gift card valued at $150 and a MusicNL membership with a 1-year duration. For the second prize winner tonight, a $100 valued Long and McQuade gift card and a MusicNL 1-year membership. Our third prize winner this evening walks away with a $50 Long McQuade gift card and a 1-year membership at MusicNL. Once again, we want to thank our list of sponsors, the 45th Annual Newfoundland and Labrador Folk Festival, presented by Equinor and supported by Arts NL, the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador, the Government of Canada, Department of Canadian Heritage, City of St. John's, Kitty Vidi Brewery, First Light, the Réseau Culturel Francophone de Terre de Neuve at Labrador, St. John's African Roots Festival, Dance NL, and of course, Canadian AV. MusicNL would like to thank Equinor, Atlantic Music, Citadel House Records, DC Design House, Hurricane Music, Krisjan Leslie of LabOfChaos, Laughing Heart Music, Long and McQuade, Ritche Perez Photography, and Tom Cochrane Photo. Well, thank you everybody for that long list of prizing and incredible sponsors, because they're the ones who work so hard to make the NewFound Talent Competition everything it is. And where would we be without our judges who give their amazingness and their time to help give those critiques that make the performers tonight really walk away with more than just the prize, valuable tips and insight to help them develop their own musical career. Let's meet our judges. Our first judge this evening is the amazing Wade Pinhorn. He is a Juno, ECMA, and MusicNL award-winning pianist, bassist, and musical director, the coordinator of College of the North Atlantic's Applied Music program for the past 22 years. Evelyn Jess, a singer-songwriter and manager at Evelyn Jess Music, a College of the North Atlantic's Applied Music graduate. She's got a new single, Home to Newfoundland, and music video available now. She is a fierce advocate for the 2S LGBTQ+ rights and just finished a term as the CFM 820 president. And finally, Natasha Blackwood. She is a singer-songwriter, performance artist, coordinator of First Light Center for Performance and Creativity, manager of Jazz East, member of Eastern Owl, a MusicNL and ECMA winner. Give it up. Incredible sponsors, incredible prizes, and incredible judges. We can't wait to get this show started. The NewFound Talent Competition begins now. Beth Stokes has been in voice lessons since she was 10 and plays guitar, ukulele, and tuba. She's been performing in the Rotary Music Festival as a soloist since age 10. She's also taken part in Young Folk at the Hall with Fergus O'Byrne on multiple occasions. Very involved with the theater community, and also an assistant dance teacher, and presently working for a local theater company all summer long. And here we are at the top of the NewFound Talent Competition, and we have our first contestant up this evening. What are you at, Beth?
Hello.
So nice to see you. Where are you from?
I'm from Stephenville.
Yeah, give it up for Stephenville, everybody. And how old are you?
I'm 16.
Well, I see you got a nice new guitar going on there.
Yes, I do.
What song are you going to do for us tonight?
I'm going to play I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles.
A classic.
Yes.
Are you ready, judges? Well, guys, let's give it up. Good luck to Beth.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I tell you something. I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hands. Oh, please say to me, you'll let me be your man. And please say to me, you'll let me hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. It's such a feeling that my love I can't hide. I can't hide. I can't hide. Yeah, you that something, I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
Thank you so much. We're going to begin with our judges' feedback right now. Evelyn, why don't you start us off?
Sure. That was a lovely performance, Beth. Thank you so very much for that. You have a lovely, lovely, sweet voice. It's very easy to listen to. I could just listen to it all night. It's not intrusive in any way. It's so sweet and nice. I just got to ask, how long have you been playing the guitar?
This guitar is a recent addition. I started learning back in March, and I've been teaching myself.
You've only been playing since March?
Yes.
Wow.
It was kind of my second wave of COVID. What am I going to do now? So I started playing guitar, and I really, really enjoy it. So, yeah.
That's fabulous. Well, congratulations. Like, even since playing since March, your guitar playing is fabulous.
Thank you.
For just a few months. Like, I know when I first started playing the guitar a few months, I wasn't as good as what you are. So, yeah, amazing with that. And I noticed, too, that you kept going despite, you know, your hesitation and changing with some chords and stuff. So that was great. One thing I would critique is I just want you to move right up close to that mic. Because, I mean, as a musician, I like to really, like, eat it. So I just want you to come up there just so we can hear that sweet voice a little bit more.
Okay,
but
thank you.
overall, wonderful performance.
And Wade, what do you think?
Well, Beatles. Hey,
Yes.
this little girl like you singing Beatles, that's fantastic. I have students at the college that are like, is the Beatles like a band? I agree, your voice is so pretty. I could listen to it all day. I really like the tempo of this.
Thank
It's
you.
slower than the original, and it's different than the one that was in the movie even. It's really nice. You have a great stage presence, great smile on stage while you're performing. Many performers start with a smile and get lost, and the smile goes away, and then it's there when they're done. And you kept that smile and that positivity all the way through is great.
Yes.
I had a note that sort of a moot point now because you've only been playing the guitar since March, but I said, you know, do some work to get your guitar playing up to where your voice is. And the fact that you kept going, you can't teach that.
Thank you.
You cannot teach that because most of us just go, oh no, and you just, and you know, most of the people listening would never know.
Thank you.
And that's magic to have that. So I thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
And Natasha, what do you think?
It was wonderful. It's so good. And I think it's really cool to see young people taking the initiative to like travel a really long way and like put yourself out there to get feedback from people. Like as a 16-year-old, I would never put myself in that position. So, you know, I think it's great to even do it. I just agree with the others that at this point, like your voice is so strong. So if I were you and I was going to go out and join a talent contest, I'd probably hire somebody else to play with me until you can get your guitar to match where your voice is because you have this beautiful voice and this beautiful smile, but you keep like looking down at your hand. So then we just keep losing you, and then we're back, and we're losing you, and you're back, and we're losing you, and you're back. And I just want to like be there with you, you know. And for me, what makes a performance is not just whether your singing is good or whether your guitar is good, but how like captivating you are. Like you're telling a story, and I want to believe you, but I can't really believe you if you're not looking at me, you know.
100%.
So, you know, there's a ways to go, but it's, you know, you'll get there. I didn't realize, of course, as long as you wish there was a disclaimer. It's like, by the way, I just started playing guitar like last week or something. So you can just ignore all my notes about that. But yeah, I thought it was wonderful.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much. Yeah.
Thank you, judges, so much for your wicked feedback, and thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
and showing us what you got. It is Beth Stokes. Thank you once
Thank
again.
you.
Mackenzie Critch plays guitar, piano, and sings. She performs in many different genres of music, such as jazz, country, and she's a singer-songwriter who loves classic rock and much more. currently working on her own music and hopefully one day pursuing a career in the music industry. Welcome back, everybody, to the NewFound Talent Competition, and it is time for our next contestant in the night. How are you doing, Mackenzie?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh my God, I'm so excited to hear what you're going to play. Where are you from, first of all?
I'm from Paradise.
Love it.
Yes.
Paradise City. So now, tell me all about what you're going to be doing tonight.
I'm going to be singing for you guys an original song, and it's about kind of my teenage experience growing up, being in music and struggling in school, kind of just the typical teenage stuff, I guess.
Well, it's never boring, and I can't wait, and judges can't wait to tell you what they think as well. So everybody tuning in at home, give it up. It's Mackenzie.
Thank you. I see you watch me cross the room upon the stage with my gold shoes, a little too confident but still confused, singing for the wind but willing to lose. And I ain't me when I'm not searching for a chord. And I ain't me when I'm not reading scripture, crying to the Lord. And I ain't me when I'm not on my knees, trying to move on. No, I ain't me. I used to cry all night long, write in my journal, how could I ever go on? Then I played the keys, let Billy Joel take me to Vienna with his piano man. And I ain't me when I'm not laughing on my own. And I ain't me when I'm not dancing in my room to an 80s song. I ain't me when I'm not running through the mud in a storm. No, I ain't me. They said I'd never make it, but I did. They told me not to try, but I forbid it. I knew down in my heart that I am bigger than this place. Oh, I am me. I am me. Yeah, I am me when I am helping others heal. And I am me when I lift up my heart and show you what I feel. Oh, I am me when I look at this wonderful life I've built. Oh, I am me. Now be you. Now be Thank you.
Thank you. You know what I mean? So I'm going to hand it over to the judges, and they're going to tell you what they think. I'm going to start off with Natasha. So please go ahead and tell us all the things.
All right.
right. Well, congratulations. That was gorgeous.
Thank you.
What a talent. How old are you?
I'm 16.
Holy cow. Well, your voice is gorgeous, your song is gorgeous, your piano playing is gorgeous. Keep doing what you're doing. Just to give you something to help you move forward is that when you're on a stage, you kind of have to be your own like biggest advocate. So for like your setup and our physical setup and like what we wear and how things are positioned is such a bigger part of what we're doing. It can really impact you so much. So like the piano is a little low for you, so you had to be like this, and then you had to be like this to reach your microphone, so like that can cause a bit of strain. So like when you wanted to pull back, you had to pull back in a funny way. And then because you were bent over a little bit, it's like, oh, my sleeve fell down. Oh, no, now I have to fix that. And like that was the only thing that I would have changed for that. So like, you know, you had a couple minutes to sound check. I would always, and like I think people think I'm a diva sometimes because I'll come and be like, no, this is not right. This is not right. We need to fix this. We need to fix this. But once it is that way, then you can really be like in the zone with your song because you don't want to have to worry about physical things like sleeves and shoulders and microphones. You want to be able to just do whatever you do. So I would just say don't be afraid to take up space in your setup time to be like, sorry, I know you just set it all up, but this doesn't work for my elbows. Like, we need to do it again, you know? So just don't be afraid to ask for what you need.
Yes.
So yeah, there's that. And then I would also say that if something does happen, like if part of your outfit malfunctions during a song, I would leave it there. As an audience member, watching you think about your sleeve and then watching you try to find the right moment to fix your sleeve is like takes you out of the message of the song way more so than you having your sleeve out of place. For me, if your sleeve's out of place, I'm just like, man, she's rocking out. You know, she's doing it so much, her outfit's falling apart. Like, who cares? Like, what a rock star. But if I see you being self-conscious about it or fixing it, then I'm pulled into your self-consciousness instead of the message of your lyrics. So, yeah, just some logistical work, but musically, gorgeous. Like, can't wait to see where you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's great feedback. What do you think, Wade?
We're going to buy your record. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Wow. Well, an original tune. The level of confidence and bravery that it takes to come into a competition like this and really show us your heart because it's your original song and it's about you. And the lyrics are very much me, me, me. It's about that takes a lot of guts to do that and have the confidence to do it. You'd made the right choice because the song is fantastic. You drew me in. I couldn't take my eyes off you. Your voice is magnificent.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I would pay money to hear that song again. People are going to know who you are, I think, at some point. So your song is dead on.
Thank you so much. It means the world.
Like Natasha, a couple of things for you to work on. Get rid of that music stand.
Okay.
This is your song. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Take that confidence that you demonstrated to the next level. And that's a security blanket. I know, we're readers, you know, we're trained musicians. We have charts in front of us all the time. And one of the biggest tasks is to get away from that and just play music. It's your song. We don't know how it goes. Don't worry about forgetting a lyric and having to have your lyrics in front of you. Make it up. It's your song. You know what you're trying to say. A singer is always telling a story. So just keep telling the story. Doesn't matter if it interrupts a rhyming scheme or something. You know, just keep that flowing. But so memorize your material. That will be a big step towards professionalism, okay? Mm-hmm. And the other thing I would say is I'm a professional piano player. So work on your pedaling. And you need to listen to the piano. The piano will tell you. When the chords, harmonies that are a tone apart, you're playing that descending pattern, they overlap. They're right next to each other. And you hear the blur, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
You hear the blur, and then it's gone. Mm-hmm. And that's simply practice. And use your incredible musical ears that you clearly have, and listen for that sound. And as the keys go down, the pedal goes up and down.
Yes.
Boom, like this. And if I was your piano teacher, I'd have you working on that. To clean up the piano part, because you played piano really well as well. But this was truly memorable for me.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Evelyn, what's up?
Hey. All right, so I've just got to say that I was captivated. And I came into judging this competition today hoping that I would hear some original music. So I'm so glad that you chose an original song, because we get to see you and we get to see your soul. And girl, you got soul. You just fell into that song, and I felt every word that you were singing. As soon as you opened that beautiful mouth of yours, I was captivated. And I said, oh my goodness, I can't wait to see where this is headed. And like, as well with the wardrobe mishap, like, I seen that happen, but you picked a part of the song where you could fix it and the song was not interrupted at all. And I was like, that is well musicianship, because like, I didn't see the self-confidence or the self-consciousness of that. I was like, oh, it fell down. Now what's she gonna do about it? Because I have those moments as well when I'm on stage. My glasses will fall down, or like something will happen, and I'm just like, but you did what I do. If it's bothering me, then I pick a moment of the song where I can fix it, and it's not, I didn't see any problem with that in the performance. And I thought your dynamics, your use of dynamics was very beautiful, how you knew when to belt and how you knew when to soften it up and take it nice and easy. And you just took me on a journey.
Thank you.
You just took me on a journey, and I was there with you, and I felt your feelings, and I felt what you were writing about, and it was fabulous. And as well as Wade, like, when can I buy your record?
Thank you so much. It means a lot, guys.
Thank you, judges, for your amazing feedback. Mackenzie, thank you so much for that gift.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, a pleasure. I'm speechless here, and that doesn't happen often, let me tell you. So thank you so much, everybody. Shayna Brushett has loved music since she was a little kid, and she's currently exploring post-secondary education in music, performance, and science. Music is something that brings her great joy, and she hopes that she'll continue as she gets older, and this will hopefully lead to way more opportunity for her in the near future. And welcome back, everybody, to the NewFound Talent Competition. And standing to my right is Shayna Brushett. How are you?
I'm good. It's my last day in here today. Excited.
Ah, nice. So where are you from?
Bay Despair.
How old are you?
17.
Time flies, eh?
Tell me about it.
What song are you doing for us tonight?
Slipping Through My Fingers by ABBA.
Judges, are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. It's Shayna, everybody.
School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile. I watch her go with a surge of that well-known sadness, and I have to sit down for a while. The feeling that I'm losing her forever, and without really entering her world. I'm glad whenever I can share her laughter, that funny little girl. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing, she keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sleep in her eyes, her and me at the breakfast table, barely awake, I let precious time go by. Then when she's gone, there's that odd melancholy feeling and a sense of guilt I can't deny. What happened to the wonderful adventures and all the places to go. Well, some of them we did, but most we didn't. And why, I just don't know. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind each time I think I'm close to knowing? She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture and save her from the funny tricks of time, slipping through my fingers all the time.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. I had never heard ABBA done this way, and it's incredible. Thank you. Judges, Evelyn, tell us what you think.
Hey there, Shayna. You have a marvelous tone in your voice. It is such a different tone that I've never heard before, and I just want to hear more of it. It's relaxing, and it's so enchanting. And, you know, I can feel your nerves up there. I suffer from anxiety myself. And yes, I know where you're coming from. But to have anxiety when you perform, it shows that you have passion. And it shows that you care about what you do. Because if you don't have anxiety when you get up on stage, you just really don't care, right? Like, you're just like, just get up there. And you know, nobody likes nobody likes an overconfident person either. So to get up there and to have anxieties and have doubts about yourself is perfectly normal. So I did feel your nerves, but I'm looking forward to when you can control those nerves and let that voice really come out, because I can tell that you've got more of it there in you. I can tell, and I'm just really looking forward to what we're going to see from you next.
That was great. Wade.
So you can learn to control nervousness on stage. I'm not a singer, I'm a player. I accompany singers, and I've been doing that all my life. A couple of really positive things about this a cappella performance. One, many, many times when singers sing a cappella, they do not keep the groove of the song going, and they'll get to the end of the verse and they'll just jump to the beginning of the next verse. And of course the bass player, piano player in me is going, wait, there's 2 more bars there before you come back in. And you did that perfectly. In your head you heard the form of that whole tune, and you stuck to the tune, and I always really admire that. You can learn to control your nerves in a very simple way. Sing for everybody you can, whenever you can, because you have a beautiful instrument that deserves to be heard. And remember, most people can't really sing. It's only a very few of, I have to say you, not me, very few of you who have this beautiful instrument that you're born with. My wife has one, and I say to her all the time, that gift, I wish I had been born with that gift. I'd love to be able to sing, but sadly, I can sing, I just don't have the instrument. You have a beautiful instrument. One of the other things I'd say, besides the lovely timbre of your voice, is this is a hard song musically. When I hear singers sing melodies, I imagine I'm playing it on the piano. And there's an arpeggiated passage in this, and jumping down and jumping up, these wide intervals. And they were perfect. I have a note here, no fake notes. You hit you hit every note beautifully. So your pitch is great. You know, the only thing standing in your way is the sense of nervousness that we have. And you know, there's that old line that everybody uses in the entertainment industry, never let them see you sweat. Most of the people in the room will never know you made a mistake until you telegraph it to all of them by letting them know you made the mistake. You have such a beautiful voice that you just need to sing and not be worried about anything that might go wrong. Things will always go wrong. Nothing's ever the way we imagine it's going to be, ever. Things are always different than we imagine. And you get a handle on those nerves by understanding that you have a gift and by sharing that gift with people as often as you can. And you really will get over that, and the world gets to hear this beautiful voice, and that's a gift to all of us, okay?
Thank you so much, Wade. Natasha.
Yeah, I just agree with everyone. Your voice is gorgeous. I love your look. I could see you like being in an indie band, playing at Lanya Vanya, and be like, see you on a poster, and be like, I go see that chick. She looks hella cool, you know? And yeah, I really appreciated how your timing was really good. And a lot of times people sing a cappella, they'll gradually shift sharp or they'll gradually shift flat, and you didn't. You were just like so consistent. You can tell you've got a really good ear and you got such a good feel for the music. And I know, like, I also grew up in a small town where there's not a lot of opportunities to say, like, there's not really like a lot of places you can go sing, you know, and there's not a whole lot of other people doing this kind of thing, so it's hard to, like, you don't have the community of support that you would if you were living in the city. So, you know, you might be like a couple years behind an experience of other people, but that doesn't matter, because when it comes to when you've got a talent like you do, you've got that talent for life. So now, as a 17-year-old, you might be a little bit behind the other 17-year-olds in just how much experience you've had on the stage, but no one can tell the difference between the 25-year-old and the 27-year-old. You know what I mean? So, like, you will catch up, and, like, you will get there, and I can't wait to see where you're going. Congratulations. That was gorgeous.
Now, how do you feel to hear such good feedback?
I feel good. I was really nervous coming up here, so it's great to hear a lot of positive feedback about it.
We did great, and thank you so much, Shayna. Round of applause, shall we? Alex Taylor started playing piano at 5 years old, and over the years has learned to play guitar, flute, accordion, drums, and the banjo. Alex performs at open mics and has begun writing original songs. Alex also performs in virtual concerts and contests and is excited to perform today. And welcome back to the NewFound Talent Competition, and I am joined right now by Alex Taylor. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for asking. Now listen, tell us how old you are.
I'm 13. I turned 13, I think, 5 days ago.
Congrats. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
And so now what are you going to play for us here?
I'm going to play Joe Bat's Arm Longliners.
You're not from Joe Bat's, are you? Where are you from?
I'm from Mount Pearl.
Love it. All right, judges, are you ready? Do your thing, Alex.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, and I'll be performing Joe Bat's Arm Longliners. If you come back home to Newfoundland, put aside your city charm. Stop off at the fish plant in a place called Joe Bat's Arm. As you approach that busy scene, you'll see some fishermen. But the most of all, you'll see the big longliners coming in. There's Gilbert and the Stella, she's loaded down with skate. And Justin and the Endeavor, where Billy Burke is made. With their hardy crews and captains, they're the finest fishermen. And the girls are all excited, the longliners are coming in. For the Joe Bat's Arm longliners, they're coming home tonight. As they steam up the harbor, you can see their masthead light. With their hardy crews and captains, they're the finest fishermen. And the girls are all excited, the longliners are coming in. They'll be dancing at the motel until the early dawn. And the finest band at Tilton Cove, they're swinging arm in arm. There's all those pretty island girls all serving up the beer. But tomorrow morning all the boys must be back at the pier. For the Joe Bat's Arm longliners, they're coming home tonight. As they steam up the harbor, you can see their masthead light. With their hardy crews and captains, they're the finest fishermen. And the girls are all excited, the long liners are coming in. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex.
You're welcome.
Well, no.
And thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Judges, we are ready. And Natasha, why don't you go first?
Sure. Congratulations, that was great.
Thank you.
You don't see a whole lot of young people carrying those traditional Newfoundland songs. I do some work with the folk festival, and I know it's always a conversation that happens that, you know, you have this generation of elders that carry these songs and it's not really being carried forward, so it's just really nice and refreshing to see a talented young person stand up there with confidence and a smile on his face and sharing a traditional song. So thank you so much for that. That your timing was great, your pitch was great, I loved your confidence. I mean, I guess we're supposed to give some constructive criticism, I guess. Keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic. You could probably spend more time with like your pick technique. You could hear a lot of clicking where your pick hits off your guitar, so maybe that's something that you could spend some time on. But overall, I think that was lovely. Can't wait to see where you go. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks, Natasha. And Wade.
You introed your song. That was great. Thank you for that, because we knew that you were going to tell us a story. It gives us some insight into, right away, it's like, this is a song that means something to me. Hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm going to play this song for you right now. And that's the first step to drawing your audience in and taking us on that journey with you, which is great. Eye contact with all three of us all the way through. You went from one to the other to the other. You sang the song to us, not at us, which was great. That's a real gift for a singer. I teach a music program, and I'm working with singers all the time. You know, I understand why you close your eyes and you get lost in it, but please open your eyes and sing the song to me. You're telling me a story. Sing it right to me. So you have that naturally. And also, you're very confident guitar playing. You didn't have to look down once. And that's difficult. A lot of guitar players, some of the best guitar players will go, oh, I got to make sure I get that chord right. And it was just, your guitar playing was just flawless. And you told us a story and took us on that journey, and that's your job as a singer-songwriter, to take us on a journey. And when you have a room full of people, most of the people in that room are not musicians, they're not singers and songwriters, and they need you to do that for them. And you did. I thought you did a really great job of that. My only critique, I would agree with Natasha. Your pick is up over the fingerboard of your guitar a little too far. And what's happening is it is making contact there. So if you try to adjust it a little down over the sound hole a little more, you can see there's a gap there, and you won't strike the guitar with your pick. But that's really nitpicking. That's just a little thing. We're supposed to say something, right? It's really good. Very, very smooth and confident all the way through. And you know, a lot of times your audience kind of holds your breath. Our collective breath when you start, I wonder what it's going to be like. And then right away we went, oh, this is going to be great. He's looking right at us. His guitar playing is fantastic. He loves the song. And yes, for sure, Natasha's right. Kudos. Just turned 13 years old, and you're one of the keepers of this volume of music that's going to get lost if we don't have young men like you playing and singing those songs for us. And our culture is so old here. And it's going to get lost very fast in the sea of YouTube videos and stuff like that. So it's really a thrill to see someone like you do that. So great job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Evelyn, what do you think?
You are going to be a crowd pleaser, I think. I think indeed. I have to agree with my fellow judges over here. You kept that eye contact. You kept that beautiful smile all the way through. You looked at us, very confident in your playing, as well as lovely diction. We heard every word that you said, and that's very hard to do sometimes as a musician. We heard every word, and you know, you're telling a story, and we need to hear the words. So kudos on that. The only other thing, like I said, we've got to say something, I guess, critique full. The only thing I would say is you're a little bit stiff. just shake it out. I'd like to see you a little bit more loose up there. So yeah, just shake it out a little bit before you get on stage. And I think maybe with the guitar playing, maybe if you had your guitar a little bit higher, like shorten your strap. I know I like to play my guitar up here like the Beatles, right? So maybe if you just adjusted it a little up closer to you, it could kind of help with your strumming there. So, but overall, I loved it. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, that sounds like all good feedback to me. Good job, buddy. Thank you, guys. Jenna Maloney is a singer-songwriter, multiple instrumentalist, and second-year trumpet student at the Munn School of Music. Jenna performs a diverse selection of genres, including Newfoundland meets Irish, rock, pop, and country. Welcome back, everybody, to the NewFound Talent Competition. I'm joined by my friend Jenna. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, you look great, and I can't wait to hear what you're going to do.
Thank you so much.
Remind everybody watching at home where you're from.
I am from Portugal Cove, St. Phillips.
And how old are you?
I am freshly 19.
Well, congrats. Welcome. I love it. What song are you going to do for us tonight?
I'm going to do an original song called The World Isn't That Wide.
Wow, I can't wait. Judges, are you ready? Jenna, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do your thing, girl.
Thank you so much. So just like any other 19-year-old kid, this song is about growing up and feeling abandoned by a lot of people who are leaving to pursue their dreams and their careers and schooling and everything else. So I wrote this about a friend of mine who just recently moved away. And it's called The World Isn't That Wide. I hope you enjoy.
I've written songs like this before when I've had to say goodbye. It's the best way for me to cope and dry my eyes. My pen's been in my hand for hours trying to capture it all again, but I can't face the end. So I'll pretend that you aren't going. Temporary was that goodbye. You say I'll see you at Christmas, but that's more than a little while. I'm scared of what the future holds. Can't see past this moment here. So I'll hold you a little tighter, a little longer than we're clear. If I can tell you anything before home fades in the rear view glass, I'm proud of who you're becoming, but don't ever forget your past. 'Cause no matter where you're going, no, I'm always by your side. A million miles can't separate us. The world isn't that wide. I really wanted to write this, the perfect song to send you off, but I feel that I can't say it how you need and how I want. I may need more time, and I'm sick of all this grief. One more night under the colored lights before you really leave. So I'll pretend that you aren't going. Temporary was that goodbye. You say I'll see you at Christmas, but that's more than a little while. I'm scared of what the future holds. Can't see past this moment here. So I'll hold you a little tighter, a little longer than we're clear. If I can tell you anything before home fades in the rear view glass, I'm proud of who you're becoming, but don't ever want you, but I'm dying in disguise. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to write, but I'm done now. I hope you like it, and good night. Good luck with everything you do without me. I'll be watching you from here, shining so brightly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So great. We're going to start off with our judges here now. And Evelyn, I'll ask you to go first.
All right. Thanks, Don-E. And thank you, Jenna. My goodness. I think the first time I saw you perform was a few years ago when I judged this competition, 2018. And at the time you were playing the guitar, I think with the loop pedal, and like now you're playing the piano. It's like, is there no end to this girl's talent? And I love that you sang an original tune again. I'm a big fan of original music. I love it when people sing their own songs and you explain the song. And I love that. I love when musicians explain why they wrote the song, where it comes from, and I saw you get lost in it a few times. I seen how much that song meant to you. And did you sing this song to your friend that was going away?
He hasn't heard it yet.
Oh my goodness. Well, they're probably going to cry because you made me choke up a couple times, I must say. It's like, oh my gosh, like how true is that? The world isn't that wide. And it's like as soon as you sang that line, that phrase, it was like, oh my God, it hit me right in the heart. And like, that's the power of music. And you have it. Beautiful piano playing, beautiful voice, your pitch is perfect, wonderful use of dynamics. And I have no critiques. I'm not a piano player myself, but from what I've seen, beautiful piano playing, and this fellow would probably know more than me about the piano, so we're going to hear from him next, but I loved it. I loved it. Thank you so much, Jenna.
Thank you so much. Wade, what do you say?
Well, an original piece of music, I mean, so brave to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it takes a lot, because you really, you're not exposing someone else's heart, you're exposing your own. Live in front of us, and that connection that happens there is not an easy one to make, and you made it 100%. This really resonates with me. I have a brother 18 months younger than me. He's probably going to bawl himself now watching this show. But I went away to Mount Allison University at 17 years old, and a few years later he said, "You just left me. You left me. I was all alone. You were my big brother and you were gone." And so really all I could think about was him when you were playing this. Really nice piano playing and singing.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and the two are working really well together. Sometimes the piano can interfere with the singing or vice versa, but it all flowed really beautifully. I love the natural arrangement that you're doing with the piano, where you're purposely coming up away from the low end of the piano and thinning it out in the verses, and that draws us to you again and away from the piano. And the chorus, of course, is the chorus, the group part that everybody recognizes, and then it gets big. So if this was done in a studio, and I was producing you, things would get big there in those choruses, and that's where the strings would come in on your third chorus and all that kind of stuff. I really liked how you did that a lot. Any kind of critique, a pro tip? You know the title of your song.
Yes.
This means everything to you.
Yeah.
I don't. So deliver the title slowly. It'll sound like it's going through molasses to you.
Okay.
What's the title of the song?
The world isn't that wide.
Now I know exactly what it is, because that's typically the last thing we do on stage, and we've done our intro, so this is called The World Isn't That Wide.
Right.
And off we go. We don't know it. Now I do. So that's to carry that forward, and your audience wants to know the motivation. They want to know. They're thinking, why that title, I wonder? And the title typically gives us a little foreshadowing of the content of your lyric and the message you're trying to get across. So that means we're already on board with you before you even start to sing.
Perfect.
Okay? But it was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Natasha, what do you say?
That was deadly. Like, I cried a little bit. I might have mascara on my face right now. I loved it. Congratulations. You're like a little bit older than some of the other participants, so you know, I guess the bar would be higher anyway. Did you ever like think of having a band?
I think about it a lot.
I think you're ready. You know, just hearing like how things are so quiet and they're so loud. It's like, oh, the piano's so nice, so high. There was a little bit thin. I hear like a bass player, and at the end it's like, oh, and then the drums will kick in there like, go, 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 go. And it's like, man, I want to be in your band. Like that was so cool. But anyway, yeah, like I think you look like a front person. You know, like you've got that vibe going on, and your songwriting is so great. Like such great chord progressions. It was so interesting. It's like, ooh, went to the minor. Yeah, I love that. So, yeah, if anything, I think that maybe I have no critique for you. Like, keep doing what you're doing. I'm sorry, I know what I'm supposed to do. I don't have any. But I do think that your sound could be so much bigger, and you could try to get some people on the go. And people are aching for projects that are not cover projects. You know, like you're writing your own songs, and they're super interesting, and they're cool, and there's so much room for people to express themselves and playing music with you. And like, I think you should take the next step and get some people on the go.
Thank you.
100%.
Yeah.
Great advice all across the board. Thank you so much, judges, and thank you, Jenna, once again.
Thank you so much.
MusicNL would like to thank Equinor, Atlantic Music, Citadel House Records, DC Design House, Hurricane Music, Christian Leslie of LabOfChaos, Laughing Heart Music, Long and McQuade, Ritche Perez Photography, and Tom Cochrane Photo. Charlotte Woodford has always had a passion for music. She started dancing at the age of 2 and has taken lessons in piano, trumpet, and clarinet until she found her instrument of choice, the ukulele. Charlotte is a member of the Shalloway Youth Choir and has recorded several videos which have helped her grow her love of music. And welcome back, everybody, to the NewFound Talent Competition. And I'm joined right now by Charlotte. How you doing?
Good.
That's great. I'm glad to see you. Now, listen, where are you from?
Torbay.
How old are you?
13.
What song are you doing tonight?
Stitches by Shawn Mendes.
Well, I can't wait to hear it, and I know the judges feel the same way. The stage is yours. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Cut deeper than
Yeah.
That's the answer. Great job. Now, chill. It's all great. You did a wicked job. Big smile. I love it. Judges, you got some things to say, and I'm going to ask you, Natasha, to go first.
I thought that was gorgeous. Congratulations. Your voice is beautiful. Your timing's really good. Your pitch is really good. I was really impressed with how you were able to like keep the offbeats. There's not a lot of young people you see that can keep that dun 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 and actually sing at the same time. I know a lot of professional musicians who can't do that. So congrats. Like that's really good. And switching back and forth between strumming patterns, like you've obviously got something really special. So really happy to see it, and you're only 13. That is unreal. So congratulations. Like only wonderful things to say. You know, it's hard to not let get the nerves get us sometimes. And one thing that I try to say, especially to women, because I know we're, sorry, I'm going to get all feminist on everybody here now. We're always kind of told to be quiet and sit back and like listen and do whatever and not take up too much space and don't be too loud and don't be too annoying, you know. But like as a performer, you really have to take up that space. So like that stool is too tall for you and your feet don't touch the floor. But as a girl, you're like, I don't want to make anybody mad, so I better just be okay with it. But as a performer, you need to demand things. I was like, Chris Craft Services, I want curry. But anyway, I was joking. But as a performer, it's okay to say like, hey, my feet can't touch the floor. Because what happens when your feet can't touch the floor, then you're hunching over to hold your instrument, and then you can't get a full breath of air, and then your voice is going to give it on you. So like, we don't want to inconvenience people, but really as a performer, there's those little things can make a huge difference to us. So all I think you need is just to have a little bit more confidence, and don't be afraid to ask for what you need, and you'll just be more set up for success. But I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. I think that was lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wade?
Such a sweet voice. Really, really lovely to listen to. And you kept going. You had a little burp, and you just kept going. You didn't skip a beat. You know, most of your audience just goes, yeah, that was part of the song. That was supposed to happen there. Because you didn't telegraph it to us. You didn't go, oh, no, I made a mistake. All three of us up here have had that happen to us hundreds of times live. I don't know that I've ever played a show in my life that I didn't mess something up in. But I would say that 3/4 of my shows, no one knew. And I pride myself in just keep plowing through. That's a beautiful instrument you're playing, and you play it really well. I totally agree with Natasha. The way you're playing it is great. It looks like it didn't come with a strap. Get a professional to put a strap on it for you. Put the strap locks on. I ruined one of my wife's ukuleles by trying to do it myself. Get a pro to do it. That went over large, I'm sure you can imagine. One pro tip, and then I'm going to get you to do something if that's okay. Always check your tuning on your instrument when you come under hot lights. They're very finicky, and a steel string, electric uke like this, your pitch will drift a little on a string here or there, so you're going to learn that you're 13. You're going to learn this as you move forward. You know, you have a little inline tuner or something, and you just spot check your tuning to make sure it's in tune. Because, you don't want to be singing beautifully and playing beautifully, and one note just a little flat here, that might spoil it. In a studio, we just go, okay, let's start over. But live, that's your responsibility to do that, so make sure you do it. Can I ask you to do something? Tex, can we do this? Can I get you to sing the chorus for me and sing it twice as loud as you do?
Okay.
I bet you when you're really me with someone that you can be loud.
Okay.
Right? I bet you can. So just sing it as strong as you possibly can for me.
Okay, thank you. You watch me bleed until I can't breathe, shaking, falling onto my knees.
There's your voice. So you want to make sure we hear that all the time. And it's the nerves. It makes us withdraw a little. But people are lining up. They're paying money and buying a ticket, and they're coming in, and they want you to sing your heart out to them. And right away, that beautiful little sweet voice became this big, beautiful, sweet voice. So have that confidence. Take it from a pro. Have that confidence, because you have the gift and you have the instrument, to push it right out at us. It's got to be bigger than life on stage. Everything is. Costumes, makeup, lighting, everything is way bigger than life. So you make sure that your voice is as well. And I bet you could sing it twice as loud as that if you wanted to. right? And then what happens when you sing that beautiful, sweet passages in the verse, and then you come out like this in the chorus, we go, whoa, she's awesome. Okay? So take that and carry that forward. But that was really, really good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Evelyn?
Well, I just have to say I enjoyed it as well. You have a very sweet voice, and I just have to reiterate what the other judges said as well. You have a great sense of rhythm. You kept that rhythm all the way through, and I love that. And you did a very brave thing today. Getting up there is not an easy thing to do. Getting up there by yourself, like, did you get much sleep last night? You probably didn't, did you? Thinking about this today. Yeah. Trust me, I've done hundreds of shows. Every night before a gig, I can't sleep. And it's that anxiety, but having anxiety by performing, and I've said this to one of the other performers as well, it shows your passion. It shows that you care a lot for this craft. And you have beautiful eyes. I just want you to look up more and look at the audience when you're playing. And I know that's kind of hard when you're, playing and singing at the same time. But like I said, you have a beautiful face, and I just want to see that shine when you get up there. And yeah, very, very sweet voice. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're only 13. You're going to grow. You're going to get better and better and better. And just keep sticking with it. Keep going.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We had a wicked time, and we're so excited to see what you're going to do next. So big round of applause for our girl. Gina Gibbons is a high school student at Gonzaga, but has been playing and singing music since she was 8 years old. She was a finalist in the MusicNL contest and is a member of the Shalloway Youth Choir. Welcome back, everybody, to the NewFound Talent Competition, and I'm joined by Gina G. What's going on, girl?
Not much, getting ready.
I can't wait. Now listen, where are you from?
I'm from right here, St. John's, Newfoundland.
Love it. And how old are you?
I'm 16.
And what song are we going to hear from you tonight?
I'll be singing one of my favorite songs called Stars by Grace Potter and the Nocturnals.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. Judges, are you ready? Gina, you ready?
I'm ready.
Do your thing.
All right.
I'll live for the love you left behind, and it burned wild and crept off the mountainside. I followed your ashes in outer space. I can't look at the window, I can't look at this place, I can't look at the stars. Stars. All this time you looked up at the sky, looking out so far it felt like we could fly. Now I'm all alone in the dark of night. The moon is shining, but I can't see the light, and I can't look at the stars that made me wonder where you are. Stars up on heaven's boulevard. If I know you at all, I know you're gone too far. So the stars.
Thank you so much. That was a great job.
Thank you.
And now I'll turn it over to the judges, and I'm going to start with Evelyn. What do you think?
I forgot I was supposed to make some notes when she was singing, but yeah, no, I love that performance. Like I said, I forgot to take notes, but I wasn't familiar with the song, but you captivated in a way where I understood it, and I understood what it was about, and it's a lovely song. Your guitar playing is great. How long have you been playing guitar?
I first started learning guitar about 4-ish years ago, but I only started performing publicly around maybe 2.5 years ago.
Awesome. We keep with it. You've got good rhythm, and you play and sing well together. I love that capo, by the way.
Thank you.
That's great. Your outfit choice is great. You already look like a musician.
Thank you.
And yeah, I don't have much criticism. Just keep doing what you're doing, and great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Wade.
Love your vibrato.
Thank you.
I just love it. It's got that, I'm not going to necessarily compare you to Dolly Parton, but it's that little quiver that is very rare that I hear that in a voice. It's really, really, really pretty. Great voice, beautiful voice. I love listening to you sing. You do play the guitar really strong. I smile. There's those dimples. Look, smile. Like, people pay money to get those. You know that, right? So smile, and you always want to look like you're enjoying yourself on stage, even when you're in your most serious moments, you know, because that does get out to the audience. And if you're enjoying yourself, we enjoy ourselves. And most of the people in the room can't do what you do. And the reason they're there is for you to do that for them, right? Us musicians and artists have a responsibility to give that to the world for those that can't do it. A little pro trick, opera singer's trick. You don't sing with your eyes closed, but you do sing diverted. You're looking down here, you're looking down here. Pick a spot way up in the back of the room and sing to that. And it'll look, everybody in the audience will think you're singing to them. And it's hard to sing a song directly to someone in the audience and look them in the eye. So that's a way for you to look like you're looking us in the eye, but you're actually just looking at the follow spot up the back or something. Okay? That's all I have. It's really great. You keep on doing what you're doing. If you've only been playing live for 2.5 years or so, you've got a bright future ahead of you. So keep this going. I just love your voice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Natasha.
It was beautiful. Congratulations. You've got like a 80s Madonna kind of look about you, but like in a less risque way, but still like just get a whole vibe, and it's great.
Thank you.
As somebody who I used to struggle with performance anxiety, and I don't really anymore. It's like getting older, I just don't care anymore or something. But I can see in myself, we were talking about this earlier, how it's so easy to focus on am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? But if you can get really into the song, that's when the magic happens. And I feel like I could see you switching in and out of that. You'd have these moments where you're so into it, and it was magic, and then you'd start to remember that you were nervous or something. And then it's oh, and now I'm gonna get a little bit smaller or something for a second. But the only thing that changes that is just experience. So you just keep doing what you're doing, keep performing at every opportunity. I think you've got a real beautiful talent, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. You're wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great job. A little round of applause, shall we? Summer is a singer-songwriter who enjoys piano, guitar, and ukulele. She also enjoys acting and loves to perform in musical theater. Summer was a vocal finalist at the Canadian Talent Modeling Convention in Toronto and was recently recognized as one of 12 emerging Indigenous artists in Canada. And welcome back, everybody, to the NewFound Talent Competition. And I'm joined here with Summer. How are you?
I'm good.
Well, I'm so excited to hear what you're going to do. What are you doing tonight?
I am singing an original called Lightning.
Wow, can't wait. Now, where are you from?
I am from Paradise, Newfoundland.
Love it. How old are you?
I am 13 years old.
Well, we can't wait. The judges are ready. I'm ready. And are you ready?
Yes.
Well, do your thing, girl.
Okay, thank you.
I Take this thing, I don't like it, makes me forget. It makes me confess, at least it makes me feel better. Feels like spring, tastes like spikes, bad for my body. Somebody help me, or will this be forever? Ooh. I've realized, analyzed it, cut right through me. It's like a movie, like what was in my head. I'm hypnotized, terrified, since when did I care? I'm afraid I'll end up there and wake up in my bed. I find myself back there, I guess I didn't care, 'cause find myself dancing, oh, find myself moving. My moves are like lightning. Suddenly smiling, oh, that's because I'm drinking. I'll kiss you like lightning. I live like lightning, do not live surviving. Look cool, but I'm striking. Suddenly crying, oh, that's because I'm lying. I'm living like lightning. Living like, living like, living like, living like. How do I make them disappear, or distract myself, or even get some help, or talk to my friends? Falling for someone, maybe it will hurt, yeah. Maybe it will hurt, it will hurt, it will hurt, it will. Find myself dancing, or find myself moving. My moves are like lightning. Suddenly smiling, oh, that's because I'm drinking. I'll kiss you like lightning. I live like lightning, and I live surviving. Look cool, but I'm striking. Suddenly crying, oh, that's because I'm lying. I'm living like lightning. You caress my mess, I made now, that's impressive. I lay on your chest and the dreams I possess. Take me on a date, I deserve a break. I need a new taste, and I just gotta say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I just gotta say goodbye. Don't mean to go, make it on my mind too much of a crime. Find myself dancing, oh, find myself moving. My moves are like lightning. Suddenly smiling, oh, that's because I'm drinking. I'll kiss you like lightning. I live like lightning, not live surviving. Look cool, but I'm striking. Suddenly crying, oh, that's because I'm lying. I'm living like lightning. Living like, living like, living like. Living like, living like, living like lightning.
Billie Eilish, get out of here. You've been replaced, girl. Oh, that was amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, we're talking freestyle rap. I shouldn't even be talking. I'm the host. I'm not even judging, but I can't get over that. That was amazing. So, judges, what do you have to say? Natasha, please go first.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
I can't believe you're only 13. I loved like the shape of the song. There was like some really cool dynamics in there. I don't have any like criticisms for you. Have you ever used like GarageBand?
I've tried to.
There's some really good like loops and stuff in there, because to me it just sounds like your song needs more instruments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there's like holes in there that'd be like really fun to fill up. And wanted to say like get a band, but it's hard when you're 13 because I don't know if other 13-year-olds that you would find in your school are going to be able to do what you need them to do. So if I were you, I would watch some tutorials on how to build a song in GarageBand and like get yourself some demos because you got something special going on.
Thank you.
That's all I have to say about that.
Wade.
Oh, I agree, absolutely. Well, an original song, so yes, that takes so much bravery to do that. Come out here and we have never heard it before. It would be impossible for us to do it. And to have that confidence to come out and say, hey, check me out. I made this. That's amazing. At 13 years old, wow. When your piano playing skills and your vocal skills match your songwriting skills, which is going to happen soon, wow. Just wow. I mean, I am just blown away by the lyric content and how much you sang in one song and and all this kind of stuff in there. I'm like, what? 13? No, that can't be right. Critiques, I mean, sometimes we're supposed to give some critiques. I think the oohs sections throughout this, I think you can make a bigger deal out of those. And I think that probably is along the lines of what Natasha's thinking, where something could happen in places in this song with instrumentation and stuff like that. I think that if you get a hold of something like GarageBand and learn how to use it, your world is going to open up like you wouldn't believe, because if this is any indication of how you write at your age, first thing I thought was, well, you're going to end up writing for musical theater and make a fortune. Because there's just so much energy and life and so much stuff going on in this. And I'm always astounded when someone as relatively, compared to an old guy like me, relatively inexperienced as you are, to be able to come up with something like that and deliver it with that level of confidence. So when you watch this back, like we were talking about earlier, you're going to go, oh, I didn't like that, and I didn't like. Don't worry about any of that. Your piano playing and your vocal skills are going to develop, but you can't teach someone to write a song like that. I teach songwriting courses. You just can't teach someone to do it. So what you've accomplished here today is just remarkable.
Thank you.
I won't forget it.
Evelyn, what do you say?
Summer, summer, summer. Oh my God, that was freaking deadly. Deadly. Oh my God, that was everything. Like, just the fact that you even came on and sang an original song is like, that's a brave thing to do anyway. And your songwriting is so clever. You're so clever with your lyrics. Like, it took me years to be that clever with lyrics. Like, and you have such a great sense of rhythm and melody. And it's just, it was groovy. It was catchy as anything. I'm going to be leaving here going, come by lightning. Like, I'm just going to be singing it. And the line, cool, but I'm striking. Like, you're everything. Summer Bennett, I'm just going to remember that name. No critique, just keep doing what you're doing. Loved it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, judges, so much, and congratulations. You knocked it out the park. Congrats. Round of applause, shall we? Jane Batstone is an emerging singer-songwriter and performer. With a primarily acoustic style, Jane's vocals have been described as rich and haunting, underlined with a quiet confidence. In her original single, I Won't Say It, was selected as a winner in the junior music category of the 2021 NL Arts and Letters competition. In September, Jane will be attending the theater program at Grenville campus and incorporating her love of music as much as possible. Welcome back, everybody. The fun keeps on moving here at the NewFound Talent Competition, and I'm joined by Jane. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So glad to see you back.
Glad to be back.
Listen, where are you from?
I'm from right here in St. John's.
I love that.
Yeah.
How old are you?
18.
Getting up there.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I'm getting old.
I know, I'm getting wise, I say. And what song are we going to hear from you tonight?
An original called I Won't Say It.
Well, I hope you do. Judges, are you ready? Jane, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Well, give it to us. Let's go.
Great. met you by the glow of a campfire, laughing along to something dumb. You caught my eye without even trying, attached a string to my thumb, and I know I haven't known you long, and I know what it's like to be alone. I hear you calling, but I can't tell if I'm falling. I know you have debated, 'cause love is overrated, but won't you say you'll make this moment last? We don't have to move so fast. Pretend the world has stopped for a minute, like we're not even in it. So I won't say it. Oh, you took my hand and said, be patient. And I know that you're worth the waiting. I drive for hours to make you smile, count the times that I made it. I know you have debated, 'cause love is overrated, but won't you say you'll make this moment last? We don't have to move so fast. Pretend the world has stopped for a minute, like we're not even in it. So I won't say it. No, no, no. I won't say it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Over to the judges. And Natasha, we'll start with you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I love the way you connected and your facial expression and the way you looked around and like just felt like you were telling a story, and I was just like along for this story, you know? So that's something you don't see a lot with young people, is like people are so nervous that you're worried about like if they're gonna hit the right note or whether they're gonna hit the right chord or whether they're gonna make a mistake or whatever, but I wasn't even thinking about any of that stuff. I was like only in the song, which is like a really beautiful place to be as a young person. So keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. It's gorgeous.
What do you think, Wade?
An original song. I've said this a couple times today. So brave to come in and just open yourself up like that to us with an original song, knowing that it's nothing we've ever heard before, and just fantastic. I love this song. I love your voice. I was captivated. I felt guilty for stopping to write something down because I felt like I was ruining a precious moment. And there's an innocence in this song that you married the delivery to it perfectly. the delivery had a sense of innocence, and you know, I'm absolutely blown away.
Thank you.
If this is an indication of what you're capable of doing, then wow, just wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Evelyn.
Well, I'm just going to be straight up, because I'm a straight up kind of person. It seems like you've been playing longer than you've been alive. Like, that is legit. Your picking is just, it's perfect. Like, there wasn't one hiccup in it at all. And I noticed you picked the same way I do, with just your thumb and your forefinger.
Yeah.
And I love that, how you started with the lighter strings, and then when you sang, I think it was the second verse, you added that bass note, and I was like, oh my goodness, a very smart choice to do that. And it was just, yeah, like Wade, I'm blown away. You seem so comfortable up there. You seem like a seasoned player. You seem like you've been doing it for years and years and years. Like, can you open for one of my shows, actually? Like, you know.
Yeah, just send me an email, sure.
All right, there you go. Wonderful job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, judges, and thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Amazing. Big round of applause for our girl. Sophie Sims is a songwriter, singer, dancer, and musical theater student with aspirations to blend her love of different artists like MGK, Taylor Swift, and Olivia Rodrigo into her own sound. She released her first single, Normal, on June 23rd, and when asked about where she saw herself in 10 years, she said performing at Coachella and on the stage at the Grammys. And welcome back, everybody, to the final performance of the NewFound Talent Competition happening this evening with my girl, Sophie. What's up?
Not much. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you so much. So excited to hear what you're going to do for us tonight.
Okay, I'm excited too.
Me too. So, where are you from?
I'm from Corner Brook.
No, West Coast, Best Coast. And how old are you?
I just turned 14.
Amazing. Happy birthday, if that's close enough. And what song are we going to hear from you this evening?
I'm going to play an original called Consequently Me.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. Judges, are you ready? Sophie, do your thing.
Okay. I wrote this song a few weeks ago at a songwriting camp with my friend and music teacher, Yvette Coleman. And it's one of my favorite songs, and it means a lot to me, and it's called Consequently Me. In that letter I sent you, oh, I wrote it 3 times. Hope it didn't upset you, maybe it wasn't right. In a full 3 pages of the things I desired, all the lies I don't mention, all the things I hide. Like a wave that gets bigger, like a bird that can fly. Someone clipping my wings off in the thick of the night. Like a storm I'm still holding, trying to keep it all quiet. Oh, it's roaring in an ocean deep inside. But you still shake my hand, oh, we're better friends than when we began. But you got a hold of me, all this bloody tension thought I'd release. And all I can understand is that everything's got a consequence. I'm consequently me. Why can't I let it be? In that letter I wrote you, I spoke all my love, and I used all my nation run. In that letter I wrote you, I spoke of my love. But you still shake my hand. Oh, we're better friends than when we began. But you got a hold of me. All this bloody tension thought I'd release. And all I can understand is that everything's got a consequence. I'm consequently me. Why can't I let it be? I'm consequently me. Why can't I let it be?
Now for the final judging hang we have here. Natasha, why don't you get us started?
That was gorgeous. Are you 14 years old?
Yes.
Unbelievable. Your song is beautiful, your voice is beautiful, your presence is gorgeous. I love how you're like looking out. And it's a nice little trick. Wade was talking about this earlier, that it's hard to make eye contact with people, but you can like look above them and then it feels like it did. You know, you just had this really nice presence about you. Just keep it up. Like, keep going. Don't give up. And if you can write songs like that at 14, I can't wait to see what you're doing when you're 18. Just inspiring. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job.
Thank you so much. What do you say, Wade?
Original song, absolutely. I've said it a couple of times already. It takes so much courage to come in and play a song for a professional panel and open your heart up, and you know there's no way they ever heard it before. And that's a real roll of the dice. And you rolled aces. That was just fantastic. Thank you for the intro. That's so important to draw your audience in and start them on the journey, to explain to them why it's so important to you. And one of the most coolest things I heard all day was you just wrote this with someone, co-wrote, and it's one of your favorite songs. That is just such a cool thing for a young artist like you to say, to have that much pride in your own work, to be able to say, this is one of my favorite songs. Not everybody can do that. That's really great. Your voice is lovely. It's just so impressive. I agree with Natasha. How can you be 14 and writing stuff like this? Unconsequently, right?
I'm consequently me, yeah.
Just too much. Really, really great job. You knocked it out of the park.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And our final critique for the evening, Evelyn, what do you say?
Well, sweet Sophie. That was a treat. I must say so myself. Got to reiterate what my fellow judges have said. You explained the song, and I love that. You have such a lovely vibe. Like, you're almost giving me like a Nora Jones kind of vibe, and I love that. You have like these beautiful timbres in your voice. Like when you hit these high notes, they're so sweet and subtle, but then you also, when you drop in a lower register, you kind of have this like diaphragm supported voice that's a bit more deep that I kind of wanted to hear more from. So I realize that you kind of have like a secret voice in there somewhere that I know is in there, that there's a belter in there somewhere. So just keep doing what you're doing. I love that you're already co-writing at 14. Like, I don't think I've done a co-write yet, and I'm 32. So like, come on now. Yeah, just keep going. Keep going. You've got it all. You've got that star quality.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you, judges. Round of applause, shall we? MusicNL would like to thank Equinor, Atlantic Music, Citadel House Records, DC Design House, Hurricane Music, Christian Leslie of LabOfChaos, Laughing Heart Music, Long and McQuade, Ritche Perez Photography, and Tom Cochrane Photo. Well, folks, the time has come for us to reveal who your judges have voted to receive the generous prizing from our many sponsors in the NewFound Talent Competition. Third place winner tonight is the amazing Mackenzie Critch. Congratulations, Mackenzie. Thank you so much. Our second place winner tonight is Jane Batstone. Jane, we see you, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do next. And finally, the grand prize winner who's getting all the good happening here in this cycle of the NewFound Talent Competition is the one and only Summer Bennett. Congratulations, Summer. You're about to win big, and be in touch with MusicNL about how you can get your journey going to accept all of these amazing grand prizes and opportunities. For everybody watching at home, thank you so much for giving us your time to check out the future of our incredible musical community right here at home in Newfoundland and Labrador. Thank you once again to all of our generous sponsors and partners, and of course, to MusicNL for creating instrumental connections. I'm your boy DC, and we'll see you next time at the NewFound Talent Competition.
I live like lightning, not live surviving. Look cool, but I'm striking. Suddenly cry.